message is specially for those people granting podcasts. Podcast is now a cruise in Nigeria. Everything is now content. You should be human when you bring people to the camera. If you are not ready to help that person mentally and emotionally, don't bring that person to the camera. That you see me telling stories of people with my mouth, not bringing the person to the camera, one, or not playing the person's voice note, because you can easily dictate a person, a familiar voice just hearing the voice over maybe through a voice note or so. Doesn't mean I'm stupid, or that you see me reading messages, that doesn't mean I'm stupid. There are people that share people's experience with their face covered, even not just their face, all over their upper body region is covered. They are not stupid. If you are not ready to help someone heal emotionally and psychologically, don't bring that person to the camera. And granting podcast should be accompanied with therapy. Many people can give therapy. You don't need to be a therapist, certified therapist to give therapy. That is why our parents really know how to give therapy, especially mothers. They are not certified. They didn't go to school of therapy, but they can give therapy. You understand? Now, if you know that you are not ready to give that person that came to you in confidence a therapeutic audience, at least, even if it's not 100% therapeutic audience, give that person 60 or 70%. You should know how to talk that person into being a sane person, at least for the meantime, until help comes. That is one. Two, make sure you hide that person's face and upper body region very well until someone that really wants to help comes. That is two. Three, make sure you know how to control the comment section. You see people under the comment section, that is another kind of people that I don't know who created them. You see people under the comment section, I don't know who created them. I don't know how people feel when they go to comment and type something that they know the person will read and will not be happy. I don't know the kind of mind some people have, but these are the things we can't control. So in order to control it, is that you up the comment section or you give a warning. If you say something that will hinder the safety of this person, you will be blocked. So this message is for podcast people granting podcasts. You should be ready to help that person heal, not just granting podcasts for content. Look at what happened to this lady. I heard that she had just spied herself after granting the podcast, and people started bashing her. Not just her. I saw another podcast about a woman that says she's a realtor, this and that and this and that. That woman saying those things. Maybe you say, hey, she's confident, a queen I stand, this and that. She can't handle the bashing. And if help is not rendered to her, so many things will go wrong. Listen, aside from what I do here on the camera, what I even advise after reading someone's story, I do a lot of follow-up whenever a client or whenever someone comes to me for help. I don't just read for my content, no. I read, I give advice generally, and I go back to the person in that person's personal DM privately and give that person advice and follow up. Not giving advice, say stop doing this, it's not good. No. Tomorrow I chat you, next tomorrow I chat you. Unless you stop taking my call, you stop replying my messages. But since and hence you'll be taking my calls and replying my messages, I will be following you up. So before you grant a podcast or before you start telling some people things about you, you should know whether that person is ready to help you heal. It's not just sharing your story to the world. Let people advise me. It's not let people advise me. Forget all this let people advise me. That is not the real advice a person needs. I do a lot of work behind what you guys are saying. So before you share your story to anyone, make sure that person is willing to help you. Not just using your story for content and making money. You need help. That is why you voiced out. You need help. That's why you said something. You need help. So unless you know that that person will help you, that is only when I can advise you to speak to that person. But if you know that person can't help you heal, go and look for someone that will help you heal. So I'm saying this message to everybody. Be wise. And know who you are sharing your story with. Know who really wants to help and who doesn't want to.